Hello and buenos dias, lunar subjects. It's Mavis, and today I'm going to be sharing 5 of my favorite World of Warcraft add-ons. These add-ons are for editing the user interface, also known as the UI, and add many quality of life changes and adjustments to the game. I think these add-ons make the game easier, more user-friendly, more accessible, and aesthetically beautiful. I don't gatekeep, so I've shared links in the description to each add-on that I use, as well as my personal list of all the add-ons that I use in general. I'd also like to give credit where it's due and state that I got a UI layout from Bowser the Healer, who is absolutely fantastic, by the way, so please go check them out. I used Bowser's UI layout as a base and edited it from there to suit my own needs and preferences. A lot of things are the same, but I've included my own import string for the edit nonetheless. If you find this video helpful, please consider leaving a like and a comment. You can subscribe to my channel for more and check out the UI in action on my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/Mavis. Now, the first add-on that I would recommend to you is a UI add-on known as EllesmereUI, and I love this UI. I've used many other UI add-ons and none of them really seem to stick with me personally. I've used EllesmereUI, Lucky One UI, and a few others, but EllesmereUI was recommended to me by my best friend, and I think it's a banger because it has so many built-in add-ons and quality of life adjustments. So instead of downloading 10 different add-ons for specific functions, EllesmereUI condenses a lot of separate installs that I had into one big add-on. This includes damage meters, Mythic Plus timers, nameplates, bag reskins, and so much more. You can edit your layout to a pretty huge degree, and it even uses a grid for organizing and lining up pieces of your UI. It's sleek, it's beautiful, and there's so many customization options. I could go on and on about it. Get this add-on today and play with it because I think you won't regret it. If you want to import my UI layouts, you can find links to pastebin pages containing my edit mode UI import string and my EllesmereUI import string in the description. I recommend importing the base edit mode string first, then following up with installing EllesmereUI and then using the import string. To do this, hit escape, then click edit mode on the menu. Find this drop-down menu, select import, and paste the import string text into the empty text box. Select the name for your layout and hit import, and for EllesmereUI, you hit escape, hit the EllesmereUI button, navigate on the left panel to profiles and presets. You'll hit import profile, then paste your UI import string in this text box and hit continue. This will likely prompt you to reload your UI, but don't worry about it if it looks weird because you can always edit it and adjust it to your needs and as you see fit. The second add-on is called Plumber, and I feel like Plumber is an absolute must-have if you like a sleek UI with quality of life adjustments in WoW. This add-on has so many options for so many categories. It is absolutely bonkers. This works for both current and legacy content, so it's a 10 out of 10 in my book. There's a lot of things I love about Plumber, but some of my favorite things about this add-on include a custom macro for teleporting back to your housing plot that you can click and drag onto your action bars. You can even select which neighborhood to teleport to if you have characters on both factions. Another feature I love is that you can adjust dungeon difficulty with way more ease when approaching the entrance to an instance. I run a lot of legacy raids on different difficulties, so this turns changing the difficulty into a single click rather than 2 or 3 on a menu that's kind of hidden and out of the way unless you know exactly what you're doing. This is awesome for newer players, it feels more user-friendly, and it helps when I'm running every single difficulty of Castle Nothria for the billionth time. For world quests, you can remove the talking head dialogue and make it cleaner and text only, and so much more. Guys, I cannot recommend this add-on enough. I've personally found that it pairs beautifully with EllesmereUI, and I'm confident that it will pair with other UI add-ons too. The third add-on that I feel is an absolute game changer is BlizzMove. This add-on is incredible because you can adjust windows by moving them around anywhere on the screen, and you can adjust their sizes by zooming in or out. I don't have a whole lot to say about this add-on because it's very straightforward and simple, but it executes its function and purpose beautifully. Why do I recommend this add-on? Well, I have dyslexia and sometimes smaller text is hard to read, so being able to zoom in and read the text more clearly is great. I also like to see item icons and their details, so zooming in when I purchase items from vendors is something that I do quite often. You can also zoom out, so if you want to save space on your UI, don't worry, it is always adjustable. Shift and right click resets the position of the window, and more controls are listed on the add-ons listing on CurseForge, which you can find a link to in the description below. If you ever get confused, don't be afraid to take some time and read the add-on pages for information that you might have missed, because I didn't know about the shift and right click trick until making this video and reading the page for BlizzMove. It just goes to show that you can always learn something new, even about something that you may already be familiar with. Fourth, and simple, but no less loved, is TomTom. This is a navigation add-on that shows a little arrow on your screen when you're trying to find something, whether that's automatically through a quest, clicking on the world map, or by manually inputting your coordinates. The arrow can be moved if you click and drag it, and it shows how far you are from your destination and which direction that you need to travel, including if you need to go up or down. If you're too high in relation to your waypoint and need to go lower, the arrow will point downward. If your destination is above you, the arrow will point upward. It makes things so much easier to find, especially if they're not fully visible right away or you're like me and get lost easily. TomTom also allows you to copy and paste a list of coordinates in case you're farming for something specific or need multiple waypoints for things like collecting and achievements. When reaching the destination, it'll show a little green dot on your minimap, which will disappear once you've made it to the spot. There's so many settings for this add-on too, so play around with it and see what works best for you. Last but not least is Dialogue UI, and this add-on rocks. I think it pairs very well with EllesmereUI, and it adds a sense of immersion to World of Warcraft that I hadn't seen until I tried out this add-on. Dialogue UI is awesome because it comes with so many settings, including layout color, font size, font face, and accessibility settings, including text-to-speech and movement reduction. I've never used the TTS feature, but I imagine for folks who are visually impaired, it is a blessing. Accessibility should be the default in all games, but this add-on is wonderful for adding a much-needed accessibility feature to the game as well as a few others. The key features of this add-on are hotkeys. You can use your number keys to navigate through quests available from an NPC, and press space to progress through dialogue and accept quests. You can hit escape to decline quests or exit the window. It also adjusts your camera so it focuses on you and the NPC you're interacting with. As a part-time role player in WoW, this makes quests feel more personal and it helps with immersion. It makes quest text easy to read, and you can hover over the rewards, which are neatly displayed. If you're under level 90, the window will also show experience and any other rewards in their exact number and percentage amounts. Another thing I love about this add-on is that when reading books or stone plaques, the UI matches what you're reading. Books and scrolls have a UI that gives a paper feel, while stone and metal have a rocky or rough texture as its background. The text looks chiseled and it's pretty easy to read, so I love it. Really adds to the whole immersion aspect. And that's it! Thanks so much for watching. If you found these add-ons helpful, once again, you can find links to them in the description below. If you have any cool add-ons that you can recommend, feel free to share them in the comments, because it never hurts to spread the love and share knowledge that makes WoW fun, easy, and accessible. But sadly, Lunar Subjects, it's time for me to go, so I'll see you in the next video. Adios!